Start it up. Hey, this is Michael Thompson with WND.com, and I'm here at the Westfields Marriott in Chantilly, Virginia on June 2nd. It's about 2 o'clock. There are about 1,000 people, probably about 1,500 people from all across the country gathering here in Virginia to attend the protest of the Bilderberg 2012 event. And I'm here with one of the gentlemen who is responsible for that protest, Alex Jones of Infowars.com. Really needs no introduction. Alex, tell us about what you're thinking about all the people coming here at this three-day protest.
This is very exciting. You know, there were about 200 people at one time the first day. Most people just can come through a day because they're all working hard to pay money to the foreign banks and bailouts. And it's a very diverse crowd, a lot of veterans, current active duty, a lot of police, black, white, old, young, libertarians, conservatives, kind of mainline liberals that are waking up to the false paradigm, mainline conservatives. It's very, very exciting to see what's happening. WorldNet Daily for years, breaking the Berlin Wall of disinformation. You guys have been exposing it. Washington Times came out, DrudgeReport.com, the London Guardian. Now we have the Washington Post, Associated Press. Unfortunately, Beck was making jokes about it because, I mean, you know, his huntsman, his little buddy's in here.
Yeah.
And others have been making jokes about it, like Daily Caller. But, you know, real libertarian constitutional outfits like WorldNet Daily have been out there fighting hard to get the truth out. So what's exciting is we had, let me think, probably 300, 400 people total the first day. 500, 600, because most people just come there a few hours and leave. They made it very hard to park around here. Rolled out a red carpet for the tyrants, beat the American people, the enemy, over the head with the book, because we're the enemy. You know, anybody that stands up for freedom is bad.
Well, real quick, Alex,
today it's got to be 500, 600 people have been out here in the last few hours, so thousands have come through. I think it's going to peak tonight and tomorrow as people get here from all over the country. Go ahead.
Now, Alex, real quick, a lot of people are still going to say, hey, you know, this doesn't sound like it's legitimate. It sounds like a conspiracy. But, folks, if you're looking here,
yeah, you're right. There's nothing going on.
We're at the Westfield Marriott entrance, and there's at least 30 uniformed officers.
They're all around the building.
They're doing a great job. You know, they're here to protect. They have no idea what's going on. A lot of the officers don't. They're in the dark.
Well, I agree. A lot of them are actually listeners. They're nice.
Yes.
But they have been white gloving little old ladies and people, pulling them over.
Understand.
When they park in bus lanes to get out, put somebody out, while letting the Bilderberg people almost run folks over.
I've seen that actually on the first
and break the law and do whatever they want, and that's shameful. This is illegal and violates the Logan Act. There are a bunch of crooks in there. It's one thing to guard it. It's another thing to make money off people that came from across the country and are sleeping in their cars.
Well, Alex, if I may say one more thing, if you look at the #1 movie right now, we talked about this the other day, and the world is The Avengers.
Yes.
It's made $1.3 billion worldwide. Now, in that movie, the United States military would not work with the Avengers filmmaker for one reason, because they couldn't ascertain whether or not the SHIELD, who the Avengers worked for, were actually part of the United States military, which the United States military then pulled out and wouldn't work with the film. Would you describe that shadowy organization that the Nick Fury Samuel L. Jackson character talks to and gets orders from?
Yeah, this is like SHIELD.
From Bilderberg.
This is the private corporate network that set up all these transnational private groups that they have their traders and government sign the authority over to. And officially, the UN and NATO say they now run our military. And Congress sat down and said, yes, you do.
Well, America's got its own Captain America here in Alex Jones. We're going to let him go and get back to doing what he does. But WND reporting live from
Well, you guys are doing an incredible job. Let me interview you. Tell me what you think of what's happened here. Tell us who you are.
No, I'm Michael Thompson. I work with WND.com. I have a great pleasure working with Joseph Farah and Dr. Jerry Corsi, and we're just one of the top, I guess you'd call us, conservative news outlets in the country, and this is an event that's got to be discussed. Like you said, Washington Times is out here. You've got foreign newspapers covering this event. A lot of them are doing it tongue-in-cheek, but there's no reason to be tongue-in-cheek when you have this much security that rivals anything you'd see in Hollywood. And I think that one of the best things you can always say is, if there were some of the top entertainers in the country gathering to come together to talk about stuff, the entire world's journalists would be here to cover this event. But when it's the bankers, and like you said, some of the top policymakers, no one really cares. They turn the other cheek. So this is something that, if you care about the Constitution, if you care about American sovereignty, if you care about our nation and our children's posterity, that's what we're all doing, I believe, fighting for, then you have to be out here trying to find out why we're not allowed in there to see what's going on.
Bilderberg is undoubtedly upset that this is being covered.
Without a doubt, and I think you've seen the transparency and sort of the democratization of journalism over the years to break down, as you would describe it as the metaphor, the Berlin Wall, that brings about these discussions and the somewhat transparency forcing them to actually have a website now, and that's, I think, a testament to your work, Alex.
Well, no, it's everybody out here. It's us or them. We got to defeat them. Humanity's got to wake up and take action. Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. These people are eugenicists. The Rockefeller Foundation admits in public press releases and in their original documents. Just Google, folks, search engine, Rockefeller Foundation, sterilants in vaccines. Rockefeller Foundation, cancer, viruses in vaccines. Look up autism. 1 in 25,000, now 1 in 58. They think you're so dumb, they brag how they put poison in the food and water. Everybody out there watching.
Can you talk about why the Constitution is important to those people who are American Idol fluoride heads?
Well, I mean,
why will it be?
Well, listen, I doubt the WorldNet Daily readers and people are ignorant. Some of the people that might be watching on Ustream might be new. They want to get rid of it because it creates checks and balances to their tyranny. That's why they demonize the Bill of Rights and Constitution in Time Magazine Newsweek, because it stands in the way of their criminal takeover.
I would say this, one of the most important movies that's ever been made is They Live, starring Roddy Rowdy Piper, and I think that movie pretty much sums up the world we live in. I think that's it.
I think you can actually get those abilities if you're smart enough.
Movies offer a great insight into the zeitgeist. I think that's one of the main things people need to understand. And,
where's Charlie Sheen?
That's it.
Vaccines aren't good for you.
You little lady, take the grimace off.
I just want to know why I got a migraine headache when I'm out here.
Pay attention, they pulled the black sheet off.
The main thing is for viewers for WND.com, I mean, if you have any questions about what's going on, just look at the security that exists. It's that simple. Question that. So.
Oh, you guys are kicking butt, man.
Hey,